utter surprise to find you all here. It's almost like this was carefully scheduled in the Disney Parks app or something. Wait a minute, are you all ready for story time? Well, that's good to hear, because I certainly have a story to tell. Gosh, I love to talk. Today's story is a beloved bedtime classic, and pulled straight from the public domain, so we can't be sued. Yeah, you guessed it, it's Little Red Deadpool. You see what I did there? Oh, thank you so much. All right, and that doesn't work. All right, let's see if we can find the opening words here. Look at these adorable pictures, by the way, will you? Aren't these cute? Oh, thank you. I scribbled these myself. All right, once upon a time. You know what? It just feels wrong when I'm doing it with myself. Why don't we all say it together, shall we? 1, 2, 3.
Once upon a time.
See, wasn't that so much more fun and interactive? Well, upon that time, once, Little Red Deadpool set off to bring her sickly grandmama a delicious basket of churros. I know, right? A crowd favorite. You see, Little Red's grandma lived alone. Not in a nice, clean, assisted living facility like where most Mimas are forced to live in against their will. No. Little Red's grandma lived alone in a creepy cottage in the middle of an even creepier, desolate forest. Because what could go wrong? Oh, this seems dangerous, thought Little Red to herself. And so naturally she went into the woods anyway, so that children could learn from her mistakes for hundreds of years. A real after-school special kind of cautionary tale. Well, Little Red skipped throughout the forest oh so majestically, right past some exposition, before finally arriving at Grandmama's cottage. When she opened the door, she saw her grandmother lying down on a nice 4-poster, rich mahogany bed. Grandmama, I brought you a delicious basket of churros! Grandma was looking pretty weird. Freakish, even, and it wasn't because of the weight loss drugs, no. No, it wasn't because of that. It was because Little Red's grandma was actually the big bad wolvie in disguise. Oh, Grandma! What blue eye contacts you have? They're canon. And Grandma, what a retro comic accurate costume you finally have! Yes! Shut up, bub. And Grandmama, what big claws you have! Are those vibranium? No, they're unamanium. Shing! Wait a minute, Grandma's not Australian! Little Red broke off a piece of churro, dropped her basket, whipped off her cloak, took a bite of that delicious churro, and then brought down her katanas in an X-shaped formation. Not as an Easter egg, but more of just a stylistic choice. Bring it on, Peanut! They action leaped at each other. Huge fight. It was awesome. They smashed through that rich mahogany bed, but no one got a splinter. Claws and katanas tore through the mattress, and there was CGI hay everywhere. Which, as you can imagine, is like 300,000 times more expensive than regular hay, but this is Disney. We go all out here. Speaking of going all out, when both fighters were finally fatigued from the fight's mutually incredible climax, they both slumped down to the ground, exhausted. Churro? Asked Little Red, now in her regular voice, because falsettos are hard and make me kind of lightheaded. Yeah, sure. And so they split that churro. Oh, they split it Lady in the Tramp style, before gazing around at all the destruction and CGI straw left in their wake. You know, I bet we could fix this place up nice. I think Grammy would be willing to sell. Say, where is Grandmama anyway? She's, on vacation. Huh. That's not ominous or foreboding in any way. In fact, I trust you fully. We should be roommates. Yeah. And so they were roommates. Little Red was the top bunk and Wolvie was obviously the bottom. And they lived happily ever after. Oh, thank you. gong if you want. Thank you. And the moral of that story, children, is actually pretty obvious. It's spend more time with your grandma. Seriously, I feel like you should really be able to recognize the difference between your own old decrepit grandmother and some huge jacked man. A huge jackman, if you will. Oh, snap. Well, I guess I better be off. I got another show in about 57 and a half minutes. And I gotta go check my DMs. That stands for Deadpool messages. Patent pending. Thank you all for coming to another illustrious story time with Deadpool.